Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Chapo or Jesse here with another video, and today I actually was going to upload a video of me doing a case swap on my PC with Kenny, but I went through and looked at all the footage, and I didn't angle the camera right. There was a lot of like dead space that I couldn't really put in there because like A, there was personal stuff that we were talking about, or B, we were doing it at the shop and customers kept coming in, and there was, like I said, it was overall just a really rough video to edit, and I just decided just gonna scrap it. I'm not gonna worry about it. It is what it is. But I figured I can take this opportunity and go ahead and just give you guys a quick little setup tour, I guess. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys in just 1 year's time kind of where my stream setup has gone since then, and I'm really proud of it. So all right, guys. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot the microphone. Yo, guys, what is going on? It's your boy Chapo or Jesse. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. I know personally I am myself. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday. That means this weekend is coming up, and this weekend is my birthday. It's my 23rd birthday. It's my Jordan year. Shout out, Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I don't play basketball. I'm not athletic, so I don't know if that's what they do, but I know Michael Jordan. Anyway, yeah, 23 this year. Big deal, I guess. Kind of, not really, but I feel 40, so it doesn't matter. I'm aging like milk. Really exciting about that. But what is actually exciting about that is, I know today is supposed to be a gaming upload, so we're gonna make it somewhat gaming related. I was pondering last night at 2 in the morning, trying to figure out what I did want to upload for today's video, because I didn't want to skip on my first week. Like it's first week of 2022. I'm gonna hit both uploads. They might not be at the right times on the right days, but they will be 2 uploads this week. So I guess I was trying to figure out what I wanted to upload for that. So I was scrolling through my channel as I do, looking at my old videos, trying to see what I used to upload for gaming content, to see if I could maybe get some inspiration from old Jesse, old Chapo. And I did actually get some inspiration. It just so happened to be this horrendous setup video that I just showed you a little clip of at the beginning of this. I'm pretty sure, at least I hope I did. World difference in terms of just the overall workspace here, because it's a completely different setup. So if you want to go check out that video, I'll link it down below. If you want to subject yourself to that type of torture, feel free. I did for about 15 minutes last night. It was very much worth it. It was hilarious. But when I was done with that, I was like, okay, this doesn't represent me anymore. This doesn't represent my setup. This doesn't represent my creative space. And I want my creative space to feel open to you guys, so you understand kind of my process and the way this channel works. Like, I want you guys to be involved and be a part of this. This isn't just me. I don't want this to be just me. Like, I want to have like people involved in having fun and doing things with me. Like, that's the fun part of all of this. So I'm gonna kind of give you guys a revisiting the setup, but I'm calling it a revisiting and not a tour, because I actually did a little bit of birthday spending this morning, and we've got some stuff. So I'm gonna kind of just exclude showing you guys anything with the PC today, because I have a new processor and a new AIO liquid cooler radiator to go on that processor. On the way, CPU should be here on Thursday. It's a Ryzen 5 3600, because when I built this PC, that's what I was trying to order, and I accidentally ordered the 3500X, which isn't a bad gaming chip by any means. Fantastic as a gamer chip, but as a workstation chip, it is kind of horrendous, because it's 6 cores and 6 threads versus 6 cores and 12 threads on the 3600, just in case you're wondering, but you probably don't care, and that's fine. Basically what it's going to do is make it really easy for me to edit these videos whenever I'm using my phone, because if you know anything about transferring files from an iPhone to a Windows computer, it is the worst possible system compatibility you could ever wish for. And for that reason alone, I'm kind of contemplating buying a Mac just to edit on it. I hate that for myself. At least to edit these videos whenever I'm using my phone to record, because I don't have a vlogging camera. I just use my phone because it has a 1080p 60 FPS front-facing camera that I can literally see myself on. Why would I get a new camera when I don't need to right now? Look at the field of view you guys have from my phone. Like, that's kind of crazy. So that's my 2 cents on it, in case you're wondering. But with that being said, I'm going to do a little bit of finagling here, simply because I'm on my unpaid, just in case anybody I work with is seeing this, my unpaid break, okay? to record this video so I can upload it today. So I had to switch the monitor here. That's kind of is like a flex monitor between the two systems. That one had work stuff pulled up on it. I had to switch that and then cover the other work monitor so you guys can't see anything on it. But with that being said, let's just kind of revisit the setup here, because there's a lot that's about to change in the next couple of weeks, and probably after that as well. So I guess all of this is pretty much going to change here soon, but I kind of want to give you guys an idea of where we're starting this year so we can look back in December of this year and see where we're at then, because not only will this be a completely different setup, but we'll be in a completely different living space. So anyway, with the setup itself, a lot of this stuff is going to be changing over the next couple of months, but I kind of want to show progress. I want to show the progress. I want to see it. So let's see it. Let's see it together. So I guess what's the best way for me to record that? I should flip the camera around. That'd be the best. Without trying to like beat the shit out of me here for how messy my desk is. It's not necessarily that it's messy, okay? Just so you assholes can see that it's not messy. There's just stuff on it that probably can have better locations, but for right now they're located on my desk. What you're looking at is not a mistake here. This is two desks. This is a desk that my wife got from a garage sale a year ago or so, and she just never used it. So I was like, hey, let me bump it up to my IKEA desk here that is literally not even close to the same dimensions. Except for the width, they're literally the same exact width. That's it. As you can see, they're different heights and different depths. Besides that, yeah, the desks themselves, not really a highlight of my setup, but I am looking into getting the Alex desk from IKEA, which is basically going to be from that end to about halfway, about right here. And then it's the same tabletop as this right here, but it's just one consecutive tabletop all the way across with two drawer units on the side and then a thing in the middle to support, you get the deal. So this will kind of be cleaned up, and then I'm also going to probably replace both of these mats, and I want to get one big mat to kind of work for all of my peripherals as well as like the recording area. So yeah, that's just overall layout, recording area, kind of the workspace, and then the workspace. So we'll start over here with the recording area. There's a couple things that haven't changed since day one, since I've been streaming. One of them being literally this mic arm and microphone. And yes, this is the absolute worst piece of garbage microphone arm stand you can get right here. It does that, it's rattly, but it's literally held up. I've used it for going on 3 years now. Hasn't given me any issues outside of the fact that it's loud as hell. So I can't complain, but that's getting an upgrade. I'm looking at two separate ones. I'm kind of just trying to make my decisions on which one I'm getting, because I'm also going to upgrade my microphone. This Blue Yeti here, my wife got because she wanted to start streaming and then never use it again. So I was like, yo, let me put that bad boy to some good use. So I did, and I've been using it. And honestly, I still love this microphone. It doesn't do me wrong, especially whenever I do it really, really good and put some nice EQs and filters on it. But I think it's about time for the big boy setup. So I think we're going to be going over to XLR. And I'm looking at a couple of different microphones again, just trying to really make the decisions, because I want to take the time to really put all of this stuff together. So whenever we move into our new space here come August this year, I can have my setup pretty much ready with how I want it to look, and I can just figure out how to integrate it into my office room that's going to be in the house. So I'm really, really excited about that. But recording area over here, you got the microphone first thing right there. Charizard playmat, this is where I record my Pokemon openings. This is where I usually put my phone to record this angle. And then the Brio right there usually sits on the Joby, which my phone is on right now for me to do this. So that's right there for now. But it usually sits grappled, kind of like wrapped around right here, facing out. So you guys have a pretty good angle. You basically get this angle, but with me in front, so it's less attractive. But on the same arm, so I have the phone cam there, the webcam there. On the top there is a ring light. This one actually is a new one that my wife got me for Christmas. It's really, really nice, honestly, for the small recording area I have right here. This lights up the area very, very well, and it really, it doesn't overpower whenever it does light up in my face on camera. So I actually really, really like that ring light. Very, very nice investment, and it just makes a worlds of difference whenever I'm recording. So essential right there, good lighting. It's not the best lighting, but it's fantastic and worlds better than just that light right there. So that awesome ring light that goes up there, which this little arm stand came with this extension piece to obviously to holds your camera here. But it also came with a another mount where you can mount another camera right there, but I use it for the light. So that's just what that's for. But anyway, moving this way, as you can see, I got some decorations for background. Here we got 02 figure. Mommy got her for my birthday last year. And then we got baby Itachi. This is by far one of the best figures I've ever seen. Baby Itachi with his little cat ears. And essential for the desk, if I do say so myself. And then also got the Kakashi lychee flavored soda pop, with the marble in there. I haven't drank this one yet, but if you look at the shelf over there, we have a collection of bottles that we've just kind of ran through this stuff because it's pretty good. Pretty good. Got some ETBs there with some sets that I'm trying to complete, and then just a random bulk one. Just some background for whenever I'm doing Pokemon videos if I decide to give you guys this angle instead of this angle here. So it kind of just depends, varies on what we're feeling. So yeah, a little bit of option here. I like how flexible the space is. I hate where I had to put this microphone arm, but there's really no better spot to put it than right there. So it's just kind of unfortunate. And yes, that is my PC on the floor. No, I don't care if you comment about it. It's sitting on boards right there, as you can see, and there's plenty of ventilation space back there. And there's no ventilation on this side because it's just glass on that side. And then the other side ventilation is perfectly open. So airflow in the top fan too is uncovered. So there's, I mean, proper ventilation here in the case. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I promise you guys it's okay. I built it myself. If it's gonna blow up, it's not because of that. I pinky promise. But that I have sitting down there. Currently inside of it, like I said, it has the 3500X Ryzen 5 processor on a MSI B550 board with a GTX 1070 graphics card, and coming in the mail is going to be the Ryzen 5 3600 and a Cooler Master AIO, just a 240 millimeter one to go in the front right there. To cool that 3600 because I don't want to use the same Spire cooler that I have on this one. I'd rather just get rid. So I'm gonna probably sell that processor and cooler for a little bit of return on investment for the other processor. So it's kind of like it's like a win-win almost. Like I'm not spending as much. But that's just PC specs, kind of light overview again because we're gonna do more with that in the coming weeks. So don't worry about it for right now. Up here we do have the monitors, like I said. Don't mind the blanketing, and that's just because I can't show you guys the work monitors because there's proprietary information that if I were to ever share on accident, I could very easily lose my job. So I'm taking the necessary precautions here to make sure that doesn't happen. And then right here is a fun little stream fund that I started with just a list of things to check off as I move forward with my YouTube career and streaming career and whatnot. So hopefully as I check things off of that list, you guys can see the upgrades as they go and go and go and continue on and watch this setup really become something amazing, which you guys are going to help me with because that's what you guys are here for. You're my friends. You're my homies. Hopefully you feel like I'm your homie too. I feel like I at least hope that you guys kind of getting more of an insight of where I do what I do here. Maybe it'll make you feel a little bit more like we're homies, and like when I ask you guys for help, you can kind of picture yourself sitting here with me, helping me with what you guys want to see next, or what you guys would prefer to see, or what you guys like and don't like, because that's what I do this for. So as far as the monitors go, this LG monitor I've had for about 1.5 years. It's pretty much stayed with me the whole time. 1080p, I think it's a 75 megahertz or 75 megahertz refresh rate. So it's not a crazy fast gaming monitor, but it gets the job done, and I love the color profile on this monitor. It looks spectacular, but I think I'm gonna have to replace it because it does not, unfortunately, have any mounting spots. As you can see down there, it's kind of just blank. It's just that stand. And once I get my new desk, I'm gonna want these, at the very least, these two monitors up off the desk so I can have more space and real estate under there. So unfortunately, this one's probably gonna get the boot. But I do love this monitor, very, very good one, especially if you're just looking for like a static gaming PC monitor. This is a good one. It's gonna sit in one spot. Great picture, highly recommend. Next to it is a Lenovo monitor. This is actually one that came from my work system because it's a dual monitor setup, but they said, hey, you can use your own personal monitors if you don't wanna use these ones. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna probably configure it around a little bit and just make it work for me. And yeah, that's fine, that's totally fine. So this is what I ended up doing. I linked my personal monitor here in the middle to my work computer, which is an all-in-one. I'll try and show you guys what I mean. So without showing you anything on the screen here, but On the back of the computer, well, I guess on the back of this monitor is where the computer is just mounted there. So you'll never know any of the information on this computer. It's really nothing for you guys to be concerned with. It's kind of just on my desk, so I'm showing you guys kind of why my setup looks the way it does. I promise you, it's usually not messy. And then if this looks messy to you, I can understand that. But to me, in my eyes, this isn't very messy, because there's kind of a lot going on here at all times. So it honestly just makes sense. Whenever the desk is cluttered like this, it looks weird when it's not cluttered. So I'm kind of messing with the monitors again here, so bear with me. But yeah, this one, you guys usually won't see anything on this monitor. Not usually, not ever, actually. So don't worry about that one. This headset, though. This headset, though. This headset, though. This is what I do my work on. This is what I do. I make money using this headset right here. That's that little doohickey over there. But over here, this is more or less what we're focused on. This is my personal setup. This is what you guys are watching the video to see. So starting off with the peripherals, I guess we'll go there. We got the Red Dragon K55 compact keyboard. This is the 10 keyless, so it still has the arrow keys here. I personally prefer this. I don't like the 60 or the 60% boards. I prefer the 10 keyless with the arrows here. I don't like this keyboard as much anymore. This was a really good keyboard when I first got it, especially for the price point of like $40 off of Amazon. And it does have RGB backlighting. I'll turn it on real quick so you guys can see. I did a whole review on this one, so if you want to check that video out too, if you're looking in for a budget keyboard, this one I'm not going to tell you it's bad. It's a pretty good one. Chances are, if you're into PC gaming, you've probably already used one of these because a lot of people do. But I'm kind of just like outgrowing these entry level components, and I think I'm getting more into where I need to look into higher end components just to suit the content creation needs that I now have at this system. So I'm probably going to look into getting either a better rendition of this kind of keyboard, this 10 keyless frame here. I'm looking right now. I'm looking at a couple of HyperX options to match the mouse and the mouse pad, but I'm also looking at the Ducky 1-2 Mini as well, just because of the absolute amazing reviews that everyone I've heard give it. So I don't know. Again, one of those things. If you have recommendations, leave them down below. I'd love to hear them. I'm thinking about switching both of these peripherals though over to wireless, given to the fact that I have to have another keyboard and mouse on my desk almost at all times for work. I'm thinking if I switch these two over to wireless whenever I'm not using my personal setup, it would help with just keeping some of the clutter out of the way. Another thing I'm going to add to the surrounding area, I guess, of the setup, probably either right there on the wall or right there on the wall, is going to be like a pegboard shelf kind of thing to put my wireless peripherals up whenever I'm not using them. So this is linked to it with an HDMI cord, and then these two monitors control that computer, or I guess that computer controls these two monitors, and then this computer controls these two monitors, and this is also hooked up to this PC. So this one just switches between systems, and then I use the work monitor. Well, it was initially supposed to be a work monitor as now my personal monitor because it could rotate, and I wanted one like this for chat, for when I'm streaming, and it also just kind of makes things easy whenever I'm working and trying to do side work when I'm not taking calls, to have a smaller couple of windows pulled up here and have multiple projects open or things of that nature. So yeah, overall, I mean, the setup itself, I think, is coming along really well, especially compared to where it was 2 years ago, almost to the date. 2 years ago, if you do want to go back and watch that video and just kind of see the difference. And I know the lighting situation for this particular camera unit with my phone, and recording the desk with the ring light being in front of the camera, it kind of looked a little weird. But believe it or not, this setup works really well, as you guys can see if you go back and watch the videos where I do record with my web camera, and the lighting is properly angled and everything. It just looks spectacular over here. I personally think the colors look amazing. It looks like the picture clarity is just there with the lighting from the ring light and then the natural light from the windows behind me. It just works out. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I just kind of, again, wanted to give you a little bit of a refresh on my setup and show you where I'm working from and where I'm doing all of this this work. And hopefully it makes you feel like you're a little bit more involved in my creative space, because I want you to feel involved in my creative space. You're the reason I have a creative space inherently, is because of you. So it's important that you feel involved here, and I want to do everything I can to make sure that happens. So Hopefully this video did the trick, and if you liked this one, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Hit the bell so whenever I post setup 2.5, you guys can see whenever the new desk gets here, and you can see whenever the new processor and the radiator get put in and all that fun stuff. If that's content you like to see, it's coming on the channel. So again, just subscribe, hit the bell. You won't want to miss it. And then comment down below and let me know if you have your own stream setup and how long have you been putting it together, if you do. How long have you been building your personal setup? I want to know, because I know there's some people who have dedicated years and years and years to their setups, and you couldn't replicate it if you tried. So if that's you, I'd love to see some pictures or something of it. Definitely reach out. Let me know in the comments. That'd be awesome. So yeah, other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Peace out, homies.